Hey everyone, what's going on? It's your boy Krebsy Crypto, and for today's video I'm just kind of showing you guys mobile mining in 2022, and that's still capable of being done and everything, even though it is low hash rate and things like that. And a lot of people always say like it's not worth it on mobile and things like this, but I'm here to show you it's kind of worth it because like for myself I can't mine with my big GPUs and such anymore, so I figured to set up a little bit of a mobile mining rig. Here, as you can see, I know I have the light on, but it's because it's a little bit dark, but I have a fan that I rigged up here, and I cut it right there, like right at the end of the connection point, and then I took that power cable that was right here, and then I cut it at the end of it, and then I connected the black and red wires together and tied them off, and then now this fan, this old PC fan, just runs constant to keep the phones cool themselves here. But as you see, we're just running on Yes script, and I'm currently mining for DGB just because it's a lower cryptocurrency right now, so it's a little easier for the phones to accumulate compared to something like dogecoin and a few others. You could still go ahead and try with like dogecoin if you have different types of phones, but I'll show you like what I've gotten so far with DGB and such. I just started this, I believe it was like today I really got it up and going. And I looked into it and got it kind of running yesterday, but this was like the first full day with it. Now, like I said, I'm kind of just making this just because of the reason like I can't mine directly with GPUs and such, just due to hydro rates and things like that since moving back home here. But I just wanted to show you guys that it is still possible, and that like if you're kind of the same situation as me, or even like a different country where you can't get your hands on graphics cards too easily, or it's just too pricey and things like that, that you can use like a mobile setup. And it is, I wouldn't say like it's profitable or anything because you're not using like crazy amount of electricity. Like I just have one charger, I kind of rotate between the two for right now. But the biggest thing is just a PC fan running, and that just keeps the phones nice and cool. And you're able to like set these with certain threads and cores with this AAMiner app. But I can show you guys how to set that up as well. But I'll show you guys like the setup for it and like my wallet, what I'm currently getting and things like that. Because even if it's not extremely profitable, it's just kind of fun to do. Like I always say, the more knowledge, the more power and things like that. The more learning, the better. And it's just cool to see like these older phones that I've been having sit around doing nothing, literally collecting dust, that they're able to go ahead and mine like cryptocurrency. And at that fact, if I want to like mine Bitcoin, if I want to mine Litecoin, but right now I'm just doing, like I said, DGB because it's like below a penny pretty well. So it's easy for these phones to accumulate, where other people might be like, oh, it's not worth it and things like that. All depends on the pool you're doing too for the payouts. I just currently use Zpool, so that way for DGB the payouts are 0.05, and I've slowly almost accumulated that just over the past day. But like I said, we'll go over all that later on in the video. I just wanted to show you guys this kind of cool setup. It's just I have a spare computer right here, and it's just kind of the fan's just running, and I set the phones on top of the fan. And just for reference, these are just older Android phones. This is a Motorola here, and this is an older LG. And as you see, this one's kind of running ads because I've got it directly from the Play Store, so it has ads. This one was from the internet, so that way it doesn't have ads. It's kind of like a cracked version, you would say. But you can directly download this app in the Google Play Store by searching AAMiner. But I can show you the setup for that. And I've kind of like taken like a custom, like a liking to this, because like it barely takes up any space. As you see, here's my main desk and everything, and it's just hiding right down here with the fan, and it stays nice and cool. Kind of lost focus, there we go. But as you see, it has the accepted shares and the hash rate. Like I said, it's nothing crazy, but it's at least something where I can run and make a little bit of cryptocurrency, since I really can't in the situation I am. And with phones and such, it never takes that much power. Like I've been doing research on like power consumption with phones, and newer smartphones with all the power and stuff they use, it only costs about $1 a year in total to run and charge phones every night. So I figure if you're just charging these every once in a while, not all the time, it won't be as much power consumption and things like that. So take that into account too. It's not like a full computer like this, where this thing's running and it has like the power supply and things and the graphics cards or like a whole motherboard and stuff. It's literally just the easy little phone just like this, so it doesn't take up much room, it doesn't take up much power, and you can tuck it away somewhere. As long as you have a fan, like I said here, I will remove this phone so you can kind of see. It's a little bit bigger of a fan, it's a little dirty, but it keeps the phones nice and cool. But enough of me talking, I will show you guys how to set this app up and show you my current wallet and everything with DigiB. Well, I mean, enough of me rambling on here, just showing like my setup. I know it's just kind of cool to me because I quickly set this up and came up with this idea to like get a little phone rig set up, and you can have multiple phones going. Like I have a few more phones I'm working on. Just being a tech and such, I have a lot laying around collecting dust. But let's get right into showing you guys how to set this up. I know I have a previous video. It was kind of when my channel first came out. It was like my third or fourth video even before then. It could have been. So it wasn't really one of my better tutorials, but hopefully this one clears it up. And just to show you guys, it is still going in 2022 and you're able to do it. And again, sorry for rambling on like for this long intro. But let's just get right into it and jump into it here. I apologize again. Like I said, I just kind of wanted to go in detail with my whole wire setup. If you guys want a tutorial quickly on how to do like this setup with like wiring a PC fan to make it into like an outlet like this, or even you can do it with a USB. So if you have like your computer or laptop or something else, you can use a USB port to run these fans as well. I just figured a little outlet like this would be a lot easier. Alright everyone, so now I'm just going to show you how to get this app called AAMiner, and that's the app that you're going to be using to actually mine on your Android devices. Now this is not available on iOS. There's not many mining software available on iPhone and iOS and things like that, just due to the battery itself. The battery on the iPhone does overheat fairly quickly, so there's not many mining apps or many mining capabilities with the iPhone itself. But what you can do is just go into your Play Store, and you should be able to find it just when you go up to the top here and you search for AAMiner, and it should come up right up top here. It'll be AAMiner, and it should, yeah, just right here, as you see, it has the full thing, just like I'll be showing you how to set up here. You'll be able to choose like your algorithm or coin, how many threads you want to use on your phone, depending if you know how many you have. And then obviously your stratum, username, password, things like that. But we'll be going over all that once I show you how to set it up. So we can just close out of that. So once you have that, I haven't installed it through the App Store on here. I installed it through a web browser because at first I wasn't sure that you could install it through the App Store. But recently I was able to find out that you could. So another way is just to go to Google Chrome. And then it's going to come up with your default browser, and you just want to type in AAMiner. So we'll type that in here, and it'll give you the APK version without ads. It'll give you the Play Store version first. There's a GitHub one. You can just download the package right here. So there's a few different options. You could do AAMiner. Oops, didn't mean to click news. We'll do AAMiner, APK. And as you see, it comes up with a few different ones, and this will make it so that way you don't have ads on the actual app, because if you download it through the App Store, most of the time you have ads just to support the developer and things like that. Of course, I highly recommend doing it through the App Store so you can have the ads going, so it supports the person doing this. But if you don't want the ads and they just get in your way, you can download the APK version just like this through Google. So once you have decided which way you want to install it through the App Store or through Google Chrome here, we'll just close that out and we'll just open the actual app. So once you do open it, it's just going to open up just like this. I have the ads because I did it through the Play Store. But as you see here at the top, you have your algorithm section here. So I usually just do yes script for my phone because it is an older phone. But if we zoom out here, I'll try to focus it. You see you have a whole list of different algorithms, so you could go ahead and play around with all these different algorithms and determine which one's best for your phone. Because some people have newer phones, of course, some people have older phones like myself. So some of these scripts might not work depending on the phone you have. But if we scroll like all the way up, as you can see, there's actual specific coins like Bitcoin, Litecoin. And once you click on it, it sometimes gives you like a pre-set up pool if you want to use. But I'd recommend using Zpool. Like I've mentioned in like the very first tutorial with this thing, Zpool is low payouts, it's easy to use, it's easy to set up. But I can show you that on the PC part of things once I show you my wallet and such. But we'll just go back down to yes script because that's what I use on my older phone here. So we'll just go yes script. And then right here where it says threads, this is going to be on how many threads your phone has. I just put one because I'm honestly not sure how many this old phone has here. You could put 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all depending how many threads or cores your phone has itself. So then once you put that in, there's going to be a box right here, and then that's going to be where your server or Stratum URL goes from whatever said pool you're using. So like I said, I'm using zpool, so I put the zpool stratum right there, as you can see. I'll focus it, yesscript.na.mine.zpool.ca, then the port number. And then right here is going to say username for you. I already have my wallet address in, but for your username, at least for zpool, you want to have your wallet address corresponding to what coin you want to be paid out in. So for example, right here, as you see, I have DGB, which is digibyte. So I currently mine digibyte on this older Android just because digibyte's under like a penny pretty well. So it's easy for this phone and my other Android phone to build up and accumulate that cryptocurrency, just it being such a low coin and such. And then on zpool itself, you only have to get 0.05 of digibyte to get a payout. So it's a lot easier instead of sitting there doing like Bitcoin or something, or even Litecoin, which could take a while, depending on your device, of course. Now, depending if you have your phone plugged in or not, I usually always have run on battery checked off, because most of the time, even if you do plug it in, it'll still run fine, but it'll just be a hassle if you go to unplug your phone for whatever reason, and then you have to like run it on the battery itself, and then you have to stop the mining and then check run on battery. So make sure run on battery is always checked. You don't have to worry about the create account thing. I'm not sure what that's there for, because they just have, I believe it's for like the miner gate. So right here, you can direct mine XMR and do it through miner gate and such, and you can create an account through there. But then this little box right here, oh sorry, try my best here, where you have the C equals digibyte. Trying to select it here, it's just tough because it's such a small screen. There. So as you see, I have coin equals, so lowercase c equals, and then the coin symbol. And like I said, that's just for zpool. So for zpool, you would put coin equals or c equals like doge or digibyte or whatever coin you want to do mine, depending on your phone. Like I said, I'm doing digibyte, so I put my digibyte address here, and I put C equals DGB, and that will allow you to mine digibyte directly from the phone here using the yes script algorithm. And then all you would do is click start mining, and then it should start up here for you, and you might get some ads and stuff covering the screen, but if you ever want to check like how many shares and stuff, you can just pull down, and it says the stats right there. AAMiner, and then it'll say your hash rate and how many accepted. So we'll just give it a minute, and then I'll come back once it's booted up and running a little bit. So now that we have like the hash rate going there, as you see, we just have to wait for some accepted shares. Sometimes it takes a little bit, depending how many threads and cores you put towards it, and how new or old your phone is, of course. But after some time, you should see some accepted shares. You can check the pool that you're mining to and make sure it's all going through and that you're actually getting the accepted shares and things like that. But yeah, it's a straightforward, simple process. Just like I said, you just might get some ads here depending on which version you have. And then you can always just click update app, and then it will update the app for you, and that will most likely just pull it through the Play Store itself. But like I said, just fill out the info corresponding to the pool that you are using. I just recommend using zpool because of the low payout fees and such. Alright everyone, so I just wanted to quickly show you my wallet here on zpool with the yes script, and just ignore this number right here, right now, like my pending earning. I'm currently CPU mining with my Windows VPS server, a virtual private server that's hosted somewhere else, so don't pay attention to the pending earnings. I'll also be putting a video about that, mining with a virtual server, so if people don't have access to like a computer or graphics cards, you're able to purchase virtual servers and actually mine on some of them. Some companies don't allow it, some companies do, but I'll be going over that in a whole different video. So right here, my confirmed balance is actually what I've mined with the mobile mining over the past day to 2 days. So overall, it's not that bad considering you have to get to a 0.05 payout. I've gone to a 0.0103 balance of digibyte,
And like I said, Digibyte being the easiest to mine, just because of like the low rates and everything like that for payout and such. Obviously there's other coins, but I find Digibyte's a pretty solid coin to mine if you're a lower end miner. Even like myself with my mobile, like with my phones and mobile devices. But as you see here, I've been using Yes Script, and these are just a few of them because up above is just like the Yes Power, which is what I've been using for my CPU. But as you see, it's nothing crazy with the Yes Script. It's just a little bit of profits. I had a lot more, but obviously I've been mining with the CPU, so it kind of runs out of space here, so it just continues on. But I just wanted to kind of show you guys that it is working. It's not insane profits, but you do get like a little bit of a good amount for it being a mobile device and phone. So if you do let it run for like a consecutive amount of time, I imagine you would reach that 0.05 payout within a few days to a week, depending on your device. And mind you, I was using older devices, so if you are using newer devices, this could come a lot easier to you. You could even reach the 0.05 within a day or less. Like, it all depends on your phone power, and it depends on how many cores and threads and everything you put towards it. But like I said, I just wanted to quickly show you guys my wallet here so that way you guys can see. And I'll quickly go on the home page here, and as you can see, if you scroll down, you're able to select your region, and this is for that stratum, so your stratum URL on your phone. You can select what region, so if I chose North America, and then if you scroll down and choose Yes Script, so just right there, and then you can select a currency payout. Now they do have guaranteed coins, so if I just scroll up here, right here, right at the top it says these are only guaranteed payouts, so they always top them up and fill them up with their own money. The other ones you actually have to mine blocks. The community has to mine blocks for it to be paid out, where Litecoin, Bitcoin, Dash, Digibyte, KMD, and Raven are guaranteed, so they get filled up by the developers of this website with actual money and things like that. So if you were to select one of those on here, you're guaranteed to always get those, where if you select something even like Doge, it's not guaranteed all the time because they have to go out and purchase it once in a while, but enough people mine it where there's blocks coming in, there's enough to actually pay out. So there's a whole list of different coins you can try. And like I said, Digibyte just being a lower end, but yet a known and stable coin, it's good to kind of start with Digibyte. I recommend it being a guaranteed payout coin as well. And then once, let's just say you select Litecoin, it's going to spit out your stratum and then your password, and then your username is the wallet address, which would be like corresponding with Litecoin. Or if you did Dogecoin, you would do like a Dogecoin wallet. Or if you did Digibyte, you would be using a Digibyte wallet address. But it all depends on which pool you want to use. I just recommend Zpool because of the low payouts. But again, that's pretty much it for today's video. I just wanted to go over the mobile mining just in case some people aren't able to actually mine like myself even right now. I went out and just bought a server for $20 a month, and now I'm CPU mining and also the mobile mining because it doesn't take much power at my house directly, where if a graphics card or CPU mining normally would. Where through a server, you're using it in some other country, so you don't have to worry about the power consumption and things like that, and your rate for your bill always stays the same. But I'll be getting into that in another video. I hope this video did help you guys and you learned something from it, or maybe it gave you the ability to actually set up a mining, like a mobile mining rig on your own. If it did help you out in any way, or if you just enjoyed this video and this tutorial, make sure to drop a like and subscribe to my channel, as it lets me know that you guys have been enjoying it and it's helping you guys out. But I hope you all have an amazing day, and this is Krebsy Crypto signing out.